Welcome back, everybody. Derek Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, we've just received more black marks here in the Bay Area. And this time it's for the worst run cities in America. And what can I say? We keep electing stupid uh, leaders who have no vision, who have no plan for anything other than trying to get in office. And then we have those politicians that once they get in office, they don't do anything, kind of like the mayor that we currently have here in Oakland. She hasn't done anything. And here we are um, coming to the end of June already. And we don't have a police chief that she fired. We don't have a homeless administrator that she fired. We don't have a city manager, which she hasn't hired. Uh, what can I say? And so, Oakland, in the recent poll for worst run cities, here in California, uh, we have quite a few. And the absolute worst in the poll, number 149 big cities, San Francisco. Across the bay, Oakland at 100, ranking 143. Then we have down south, Riverside at 133, ranking Long Beach 129, Los Angeles with all the crime, Skid Row and everything, and they're only at 128 in terms of ranking for big city, worst run big city. Then we have Stockton. That's to be expected because there's a lot of issues in Stockton. And then Sacramento, right behind them at 120. So we have Stockton at 121, Sacramento at 120, San Jose at 104, and Fremont comes in at number 78. And that's the best that California pretty much did. And Fremont also had the distinction of one of the best family communities to, or best communities to raise a family. And so, but then you look at the makeup of Fremont, we have the largest Sikh population in America that calls Fremont their home. And a lot of folks from all over the world. And it's a very diverse community, and a, a, community of good well-being. And I I have never lived in Fremont, but I had my first wife, her family lived in Fremont, and she was originally, well, she was from Fremont. The whole family was originally from Michigan, but they moved to Fremont because of the husband's, the dad's job moved from Michigan here to Fremont, California. And so he got a job here in Fremont, California. And back then that was with Superior Coffee. So anyway, we know that the Bay Area has a lot of challenges, and we keep electing stupid politicians that don't have any vision. And then, since they don't have any vision, that means that there's not going to be any plan for the city to get out of the situation that they're in, because that's what we saw hampering Mayor Libby Schaaf when she first came in. It was the sudden police scandals that uh, plagued Mayor Schaaf's first few months in office. And then after that, the following year, that would have been the ghost ship fire. And so there was just been one fire after another with Mayor Libby Schaaf. And then here we have a new mayor, Mayor Sheng Tao, who is absolutely useless. She has no plan. She has no vision. All she's been doing is chasing fires. She says things are in good shape, and they're not, because There's a lot of crime here. I mean, literally, just a couple of weeks ago, we had 4 people murdered, mowed down. It was horrible. It was an execution, and 4 people were murdered here. You saw some of the video, and I didn't take a lot of stuff because it was so graphic, and it. I've seen stuff like this, so it didn't shock me as much as a lot of the neighborhood and the neighbors, because they didn't even want. Once they took a look, there were people just. I mean, the look on their face. I can't I can't describe it, but 4 people were murdered, executed there, and one was in critical condition, but expected to survive. And so I haven't heard any updates on that one. Um, and the neighbors here, I got a lot of information from neighbors that saw what happened, where exactly what happened. So there's a lot of crime in Oakland. Shane Tao has vowed to eliminate all street homeless camps by 2025. Well, the crazy woman doesn't even have enough shelter for people that are on the streets right now. How are you going to get rid of people on the streets? And then you would be violating their First Amendment right. Uh, um, and so you can't make somebody do something that you don't want if there's not legislation or laws enacted. And Shangtao, you don't have any of that in place. So none of that, what you're saying, is going to happen. We know that, because that's another lie that you're telling the public, and you're making it, somewhat believable. But those of us that really know what you mean, and that you say things that sound good to make people get the warm fuzzies, because that's all it does. Here we still have rampant crime all over Oakland. Um, we had somebody use a forklift to, robbing a cannabis grow house the other this past week, and so crimes are up, and so senseless shootings still abound in Oakland, and so Oakland is a dangerous city, but it's not the most dangerous city. It's not even in the top 10 most dangerous cities anymore. While it is dangerous, it's not the most dangerous. Folks, don't let these politicians lie to you like they're doing. Uh, Ours is you can't believe anything that comes out of her mouth. I don't. I never do. She's actually an embarrassment for the Asian community, being of Asian descent, and her lack of leadership, her lack of vision, her lack of enthusiasm at doing anything is horrifying. And the city of Oakland's in trouble over the next 3.5 years ahead, till the next election, till we can get rid of her, have her a one and done, just like Jean Quan. And because she's not doing anything, police commission is in turmoil, uh, trying to even decide about getting a contractor to hire the new police chief. That's what's going on in Oakland. That's why Oakland is 143 on the list of worst run California cities. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.